Hello and welcome, everyone. It is my honor to have you all joining us today for Ori and the Blind Forest on the X-Bone specifically. I knew about this game since its old E3 trailer back in 2014, and I meant to play this game as soon as it came out, but things just sort of got away from me. I am so excited. I just want to dive right into it. But Eric seems to have something on his mind.
Let me preface this with, this game is incredibly beautiful. I mean, look at this title screen. It's fantastic. But they missed one tiny little, the tiniest of nitpicks. They're stretching and skewing the press A, which would normally be fine, but the A is a JPEG, so it's stretching and getting pixelated.
1 out of 10! Would play again!
That is the nittiest of nitpicks.
Seriously, just on this title screen, I could just look at this all day. I have kind of an inner Bob Ross in me. I really like images of lush nature like this, but for the sake of this playthrough, let's go ahead and dive on in. Foolish dude, that's me. The magical panda.
That avatar.
They kind of auto-assign you avatars. I did switch mine, but the stock selection, I don't know, was kind of limited.
That's a problem with the 360 as well, yeah.
Ooh. Sort of pseudo Banjo-Kazooie English.
It's not traditional English, no.
Is that Ori? Is that me? Am I a leaf?
You're descended from the great tree, it seems.
So I'm literally nature. I knew there was a nature theme to this game, but...
Oh, it's core, yeah. I'd like to note, I've played the PC version, maybe just 40 minutes of it, so I know only slightly more than he. I forgot that...
Oh, I'm actually controlling this dude.
I forgot that the giant was 3D.
Yeah.
It doesn't look it, though.
Now, being the art enthusiast I am, I was very excited as soon as I heard about this game. Apparently, every asset in this game is supposedly...
Yeah, he's not super capable, he's just got the dumb little hop.
Woo! It's adorable. But I hear that no asset in this game is reused. Everything is unique to its environment. It's not like, you know, Naru.
Oh, it's so happy. It's beautiful. I feel like your BFFs with the
Simba,
cave painting.
one day you will rule over all this.
All this land will be yours.
Your destiny to become the ultimate mascot will be fulfilled once you've defeated the all-powerful Mickey Mouse. Oh, there we go. There's some fluent controls. Much better than Bounce-alicious back there.
Well, you're much tinier, much lighter, move faster.
X. Ooh, look at that saturation.
All the little details. Every tree has an X on it.
Hey, buddy. Buddy, what are you doing? Oh. I guess that means it's got no more fruit?
Yeah.
Oh.
It weans you in very slowly with a tiny little jump puzzle. A ledge initially, then a tiny little jump puzzle. It's a nice gradual increase in terms of design.
So Bounce-alicious here, having devoured the entire forest clean, must now go and migrate to the other forest.
Yeah. Well, at least he's being responsible.
Oh, look at
about
that
it.
water effect! Man, this game is beautiful.
Oh.
Whee! Wind Waker. took a nap mid-bridge. And we made it.
Yeah.
Feels like maybe they should have had that bridge be a tutorial, show me how to interact with the world or something, no?
Possibly.
I'm guessing I'm supposed to go towards that light, but why? Whatever, nothing over here. Whee!
He's just getting fat. I don't like Faithful. That sounds ominous.
Does he have a mark on him?
He's covered in rubbish also, and his breathing is more ragged.
Ooh, look at...
Her breathing is more ragged. That's an impressive attention to detail.
Nah, that's a tangerine. I only like oranges. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Ugh.
Wow.
It's hard to say much at moments like these because it's just you have to admire the pure art of it.
Oh, man. The use of color in this game is borderline unparalleled. This is easily the argument right here. When people say games are devoid of color, this game is what they're talking about. This game uses color so effectively. And it works so wonderful on our I know you could call our...
oh, he offered some food to him and he refused. He's like, I'm okay.
Oh, wow. You're right. I know the protagonist could be labeled as maybe generic, like typical mascot character, but in a game like this, where color in the environment is so prominent, and our character, this pure-hearted light character, the use of white is actually probably the most intelligent color design you could imagine. Hey, there we go. Plenty more fruit. Heck yeah.
Show Hope its face.
Woo. Hello. I guess I'm thinking about it.
It's your memories of your best times with her.
It is a her.
I believe it said her. I was mistakenly saying him.
Do we know that? Ooh.
That's not good.
Okay. I never know how to feel about moments like that. When they clearly foreshadow something in a game that you, the player, can see, but the character cannot.
True.
Yeah. I'm connecting my pieces here really quick. Oh. Oh. Heck of a start of a game, folks. Having fun yet?
Welcome to Up, the video game.
Oh. That's alright. He's still nice to sleep. She's still nice to sleep on.
Now, I have to say, when I first started playing, that's not something I expected, because that character is right in the center of like all the media for this pre-release.
See, I saw the trailer and I knew that Bouncelicious there wasn't going to make it very far. But I did not know that she basically just starves to death and to go and help give up her life for you. I thought there was more like, I wouldn't say a revenge plot, but like a Sharptooth moment. If you can catch that reference, Land Before Time.
Yeah, I've seen that one a lot. Anyone from the 90s, yes.
Wow, this is a depressing start. I thought we were supposed to be playing... oh, wow, I can't believe... I'm actually controlling this. I have to keep pressing forward. See, I'm pressing forward, but I have to keep repeatedly pressing forward. The character's so weak, can't even climb up the frail logs here.
I believe bleak is the word I would use to describe the start of this.
It's like Dark Souls all over again or something. Ooh.
Hey, I'm not. You're not gonna see a Norlando in the background, but
I do have to say the claim of no asset being reused seems to be holding up very strong so far. Every branch, every rock looks unique. It's all just a giant like landscape painting. Ugh. Oh God. How long do I...
Well,
press X to thrash a little more in your death throes.
this was a very short video game.
What? I died?
Cut to 6,000 years later. Welcome to military Operation Tri-Delta 3. Get ready to shoot these robots.
And what? I brought life back to the forest with my death? Oh my gosh. Okay. So what's the lesson we learned? Don't let leaves fall off of trees or the world dies. Oh. So it's not maybe necessarily that me, but the tree responded to me.
Funny you mentioned Dark Souls, considering it literally starts with a new age.
At my health bar, I'm guessing? Game saved.
So you revived the tree and the tree revived you.
Well, I'm even more mobile now.
You are very mobile. You are very light and very fast.
Sunken Glades. Oh, I held A. No, no going back there. Clearly, let's push all the buttons. No, there's just jump.
So far, they baby step you into it. Watch out for the prickly bits there, though.
I'm guessing I'm blocked off there.
So, do you know what kind of game this is?
Metroidvania platformer.
Yes.
Hold down and press A.
So
okay.
It's got those classic moments where it's like, see those prickly bits there? You'll be able to deal with those in a little bit. That's
winky face.
That's something I did not know going into this, that this would be a Metroidvania, which, I'll be honest, turned me off it a little bit. I don't particularly care for Metroidvanias. I don't mind it in this game because it just, the art is so fantastic.
Yeah, that was the number one thing that energy cell. Create a soul link and save your game. Oh, I heard about this. So this game has a unique feature apparently where you can, make a save point anywhere in the game, which is, you would think is a nice aesthetic, but I hear in like the final stretch of the game, it's real easy to screw yourself over with it. Similar to Resident Evil, where you suddenly have no more ink ribbons, you can put a save in a spot where you don't really want to, and then the game's really hard. Am I supposed to be interacting with these now?
I mean, you're basically creating, like...
Whoa!
You're basically creating save states. I could see
Hello.
how that would be bad.
Woo! Oh, I think I get the idea. Here. Yep. Oh, but I took it too.
Kinda.
Oh, there's that save point. Okay, come on.
Watch out for,
Oh, what? Ah!
Well, you took care of Rhyhorn there.
When you fill the circle, you gain an ability point. Okay. You don't like Metroidvania games, though? I'm shocked. I'm very fond of them, I feel.
I like this for the reason I don't like most Metroidvania games. I feel it's not the right word to say lazy, because all games are very hard to make and take a lot of work, but I feel I like an actual designed level instead of here's 500 rooms, just figure it out.
I do get a little bit what you're saying. This is not to be critical because, again, game design, it's not easy, folks. I don't know if you've actually ever tried to program, like, even a game of Pong. Turns out that stuff is kind of pretty tricky to do.
Yeah, I made games for my TI-83 calculator, and that's about the extent of most of my experience. Just that, extremely difficult. And those are basically Atari games.
The dot's speaking to me. I am seeing the light in the eyes of the spirit tree. Ew, it's its eye? When she loosened her grip, I can guide you on your journey if you allow me to come. Who's she?
They must have followed you here.
Am I she? Whoa!
Well, you know who they are.
Woohoo! Nice.
Oh, grab your orangey bits. There you go.
Creative. So, every time I fill up, use it near the ability tree. Press X repeatedly.
Oh, I think you have to go back to a save point to get your abilities upgraded.
It sounded like that was, the case. Right. Now, I get that game design is hard, but sadly, every time I want to speak, this game just keeps giving me exposition. The light shall return to me. The words the spirit tree once said. In the glade past the caverns, we'll find him. There's a path up ahead. Got like the rhyme in Witch Doctor here. Hollow Grove. 2%. Oh, wow. I heard this was a short game, but it looks like I've got lots of content to...
Well, Sunken Glade's 20% and you've been through one hallway, so... Relatively.
We'll see. But yeah, it feels like in the indie scene, there's a lot of these kind of copycat games out there. And I'm not talking about like Mega Man successors making Mega Man games. I'm talking about like indie developers with no prior game experience coming out and they're like, we're going to make a new Zelda game just for you, and it's just like all the other Zeldas out there. But we're doing it, so that makes it different.
Well, I was gonna say, most indie games, I always see the art. I see 2D artwork for it, and I'm like, "Oh, that's beautiful." And they go, "Oh, we're making a Metroidvania," and I'm like, "Well, good luck with that." Because I feel, as far as it's easy to, relatively, it's easy to make a Metroidvania. It's very hard to make a good one, like one that's actually engaging the whole way through. Like. Probably one of my favorite Metroidvanias is Order of Ecclesia, because it's not it's not just a huge map and it's like good luck, figure it out. It's basically segmented, so it's open world of sorts, but you're restricted a little more and there's still a guided path, so you can put the game down for a week and come back and not be like, where the hell am I?
Oops.
And I appreciate that.
Ah, healing station, okay.
Yeah, these are basically...
Oh, the game saved again.
It's almost literally that spot, the spot in Metroid where you go to plug in your gun and it goes, hey, get all your stuff back, continue on.
But that means I'm not limited to just making my save points. There is some concrete save points. That's good to know.
Yeah. Well, I imagine maybe originally they were going to have just those or something, and then somebody went, wait, you can't do that. You gotta have this. Which, thank God for that person, because...
Well, we'll see what happens, but yeah, I don't know. I hear that the creating I'll do my best to avoid this, but I hear the creating save point thing. Like I said, apparently late in the game, it's real easy to put yourself right before a hard point. You got, like, no health left, and you didn't know that, and you're miles away.
No,
from,
I can absolutely believe that. Like, if you've... For less savory individuals who have played games with save states, let's say the new Nintendo Virtual Console releases, because those allow save states. But you can easily create a situation where you'll make a save state in that, and then you'll load it up, and you'll be inches from death, and there's just nothing you can do. So, having a built-in mechanic in your game to enable that seems like that could be something that would happen. Absolutely.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well.
Well, you're in the ability tree now.
I wanted to pull up my map. What, do I have a map button? Oh, there it was. So I probably want the top path, but let's take a look at the down path real quick. Oh, not that it matters. I was trying to be all careful and, like, methodical about my exploration. So, yeah. And I have one key. But it looks like I need two. Sure enough. So, away I go. Boingy, boingy. What? No? Thought that was...
Did you just...
Oh!
Oh, spiky bits.
I'm having trouble identifying some of the objects in this game. I thought that was like a bounce pad. Apparently it was just a little treasure trove, though.
Yeah, or hazards from regular environmental, because everything is so detailed, it has a tendency to wash out some things. I could absolutely see that. Yeah. Because in most games, I feel like they take a more generic approach unless it's an important item, then it gets extra detail. But this is not a complaint. Everything has detail in this game.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, that is so nice. I mean, it's good that everything has detail.
It's fantastic by all means, yeah.
Beautiful, but that means that it's like you see spikes there, but they just kind of meld in with everything else.
Yeah, that's the game's excellent use of color coming through, though, at least. At least I can always tell there's an object there that's different from the background. That's expert use of color right there. With the way it's so much more saturated and detailed than the slightly desaturated background. But occasionally it's hard to differentiate, one spiky thing from the other.
Yeah, I mean, generally, though, its use of color is good. Yeah, like, you can see all the enemies generally have an orange or red glow to contrast your blue glow. So it's very clear where they are and where you are.
Sort of Aladdin in its nature. I always loved that so much about Aladdin, how everything evil is red, and everything good is blue, and neutral is yellow.
Really?
Did I just blow your mind?
I never picked up on that. Wow.
You should watch Aladdin again and do the watch color association for everything. Also note that Aladdin goes from a character with red and blue to prominently yellow to all blue at the end when he redeems himself by telling the truth and explaining.
What does that say about Abu, though? Because doesn't he wear all red?
Technically, he wears partial red, but he does have blue on him, too. Again, watch this movie. You will be blown away by its color theory.
I guess that makes sense, though, because Abu routinely screws things up, so...
Aladdin and Abu, and Genie, to even a small extent, they have good and evil qualities to them, so they bounce back and forth. But watch the color. Watch what color they are throughout the movie.
Also, I never realized as a small child that Genie was just a Disney way of saying Jin.
Jin? What?
The
Genie's name was Jin, right.
No, the Genies are Jin.
Djinn, right.
D-J-I-N-N. I imagine they just said genie because you try to ask a little kid to pronounce that and they'll be like, I don't care anymore.
Have you ever tried to pronounce Indominus Rex? You should hear you try to pronounce it.
I imagine a lot of little kids probably just call it the scary white dinosaur.
You know what really they should have done? They missed a fantastic marketing opportunity for the new line of Apple dinosaurs. The iRex.
Swipe to unleash killer
I
attack
really hope I'm going the right way. Yeah, I feel like I've been diverging off the path for a while now. And maybe not... Ooh.
Maybe that's not a bad thing.
That's not me, right?
Those are your buddies?
Well, I'm like just a leaf in the tree, right? So there should be other more. The light lives in... It's the reason we're alive. He's the reason we grew. Huh.
So did he leave himself weak when he tried to call out to you?
Possibly, but it also sounds like I've done this before and I died multiple times. I've learned the wall jump. Use this ability, press towards a wall, and press A continuously to leap upward.
Oh, let's hope it's easier than a wall jump in Metroid, because
it's very easy. It's almost almost like the
wow.
Mega Man wall jump, except I would say simpler because I don't have to alternate between left and right. I just keep pressing into it.
It's literally you're just kicking the wall to go up.
Well, now I'm really glad I went off the beaten path. I love it when games are like that, and there's no real wrong path to a game. You just sort of explore and run into spiny objects.
I imagine if we kept on the main path, we would have gotten to a point where we go, oh, how do we get out? How do we go any further? And then we would have found this by accident anyways.
Maybe, but wait, are you saying you don't know? You never got this far? Did I already surpass you in this game?
Yes, you're already the grand champion.
Woo!
But
I'm the greatest!
Part of the reason I did not get farther is because I do not have an Xbox One, and I played this on my incredibly old PC, which ran the game at 15 frames per second. Now,
PC Master Race! Upgrade graphics card, please buy more RAM.
The graphics card is stellar. It's everything else that couldn't keep up. And I'm not even the kind of guy that cares. Like, I will play a game that runs at 15 frames per second. I don't care, but after a certain amount of time, it's just like, the more action-y the game gets, the harder it gets to continue.
Well, being the avid Nintendo fan I'm one of those people who never really cared about the abysmal resolution and frame rates of the N64. I can still pop in my N64 cartridges and have a blast with them as much as, like, say, any other game. Well, depending on the game, of course, but...
I can't with the N64, but that may be a discussion for another day.
I can't seem to move this forward anymore. Am I getting confused? There we go.
There you go.
Seems like there's some context. Boy, these are some tight jumps for so early in the game, I gotta say. Seems like there's some context-sensitive moments for when you can and can't interact with certain objects.
Possibly.
Not a huge issue. As you can see, I can still get through it, but whatever.
Yeah, one thing I've learned, this game is not gentle. I have heard that reiterated time and time again. It's a beautiful game with a beautiful world, but the game's got a sharp undercurrent of bleakness to it, and it will make you learn that bleakness.